Hello! In this video we will see how to use the Cotopaxi eruption scenarios module. This module helps users in Latacunga to identify infrastructure that could be affected by threats of a potential eruption of the Cotopaxi volcano. For this module we do not need to choose a selection or set the resolution or add a layer like we had to do in the case of the time map module and the query area module. However, of course, the set base map, which is the basic function that you have to do before any analysis, remains valid. So we click on Cotopaxi eruption scenarios and click on run. I have been asked to choose a type of volcanic threat. I'm going to go with lahar flows here. Now you have to choose a data set that contains the risk zones. So it has to be a GPKG file. So I'm going to choose the file I have and click on submit. A word of caution: in order to run this module, you will need some information or background knowledge of the data to use this module. Depending on the size of the layer that you have uploaded here, the processing may take some time, so don't worry about that. Next, you will be asked to choose an attribute and a value. I'm going to choose grid code, which here represents the level of risk, and I'm going to choose the third one, which is the highest level, and click on submit. Next, you will be asked to choose the map layer, the effects on which you want to analyze. I am going to choose here Cultivo principle, which contains information on the crop areas in Latacunga, and click on submit. Again, depending on the size of the layer, it may take some time. In this case, it was pretty fast. So let's see what the results look like. We click on results and go to the most recent version of the PDF, which you can identify with the date and time. You can see a map has been generated. The brown hatched area that you see is the lahar flow area, the risk zone that we chose, and the yellow parts that you see are the crop areas. So the Cultivo map that we had uploaded. On the background is the road network of the city, and if we zoom in to the map, you will notice that there are parts of the crop areas that are overlapping with the lahar flow. This means, of course, that it's these parts of the crop areas that are going to be affected in case of a lahar flow. A word of caution here: as you can see in this case, in this polygon, part of it is overlaying with the lahar flow, but the whole crop area has been highlighted. This is because the data set of the crop area and the lahar flow have been overlapped. However, this does not mean that the entire crop area will be affected, but only this part of it. So this is the result from the specific example that we used. You can also see part of the road network in the background that will be affected. If you want an overview of the workflow for this module, please refer to section 6.3 of the user manual.